Barbecue chicken is probably one of my most favorite things to eat. But as I'm sure most of us know, barbecue sauce contains a lot of sugar. That's probably why we love it so much. Today's recipe is for sugar-free barbecue chicken one-dish meal. I love those one-dish meals. You put everything in it, you cook it, it's at your table in under an hour. I love it. If you want a printable version of this recipe, then check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the little notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And while you do that, let's get cooking. In a medium mixing bowl, combine 1 cup of tomato sauce, a half cup of pure molasses or sweetener of your choice, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon hot sauce, 1/4 cup honey mustard, 2 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper is optional. I like a little tiny bit of a spice. It's not an overpowering spice. It's just a little hint of a spice to my barbecue sauce. But if you don't want any spice, you don't have to add that. So that's optional. Whisk all the ingredients together until it's fully combined and the sauce is smooth. Now a little heads up, if you choose to trade out the molasses for another sweetener that is lower in carbs, because molasses really isn't that low in carbs, it also affects some people's blood sugars. I've never noticed it affecting my husband's blood sugar, but some people molasses can affect. So if you're wanting to trade out the molasses for a different sweetener, then make sure you get a sweetener that has a similar brown sugar or maple type flavor to it. The molasses brown sugar flavor is what makes barbecue sauce. So if you don't have that molasses or brown sugar flavor to it, basically all you're going to have is a sweet and tangy ketchup. And you don't want that. You want barbecue sauce. So make sure you get a sweetener that has some type of a brown sugar or maple honey type flavor to it, like brown swerve, for example. It's got a brown sugar type taste to it. Brown swerve doesn't have an effect on your blood sugar, so if you're concerned about that, that's a good option to go for. But if you do go for a sweetener that is not a liquid sweetener, you may have to adjust the liquid just slightly to make it a full 2 cups. This recipe makes about 2 cups of barbecue sauce. So if you're needing that full 2 cups and you choose to use a different sweetener, you may possibly need to adjust the liquid amount just a hint. Just a heads up on that. So after you whisk all the ingredients together for your sauce, set it aside until you're ready to use it. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Then place 4 to 6 carrots that have been peeled and thinly sliced across the bottom of a 3-quart casserole dish. Sprinkle the carrots lightly with seasoned salt and seasoned pepper. Thinly slice 1 to 2 sweet potatoes and layer the slices on top of the carrots. Lightly sprinkle just the potatoes with seasoned pepper and garlic salt. Place 6 to 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs on top of the sweet potatoes. Spoon the desired amount of barbecue sauce over the chicken. If you don't use all of the barbecue sauce, then put it in an airtight container or a mason jar and store it in the refrigerator or the freezer. If you choose to freeze it, then make sure to thaw it in the refrigerator overnight or on the countertop until you're ready to use it. Do not try to thaw it in the microwave. If you go from taking something that's been in the freezer and put it in the microwave, you're liable to bust your jar. If it's a mason jar especially, you're liable to bust it because going from extreme cold to extreme heat. So don't try to do that. Just thaw it in your refrigerator overnight or on your countertop. Then you can pour it in a saucepan or heat it and use it however you want after that. But after you've spooned your barbecue sauce over your chicken, sprinkle red onions and red bell peppers cut into strips over the top of the chicken. Then bake it uncovered for 30 to 45 minutes or until the chicken is no longer pink and the sweet potatoes and carrots are tender. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. You can leave me a comment if you'd like. Let me know if there's any other recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.